Welcome, Watchers of Illusion, to my castle of confusion. Today I'm looking at the death and return of Superman on the Super NES, or the SNES, or the Super Nintendo, whichever you'd like to refer to it as. Super Famicom, as it was in Japan. There you go. Anyway, this is based on the comic books of the same name, I do believe. I'm going to play through as much as I can in the time allotted, which is normally about 15-20 minutes, and see what we can see. So we've got a nice little intro there. They look happy, don't they? Celebrating away. Yes. Alright, so power plant seems to be our first port of call. And the reason that I've looked at this today, by the way, is because I've been getting into the Superman and Lois series. I'm probably a bit behind everybody else on this, but I've been quite enjoying it. So I've been in a bit of a Superman mood. So I thought I'd have a look at this. And why not? Because, well, it's Superman, isn't it? Anyway, here we go. Alright, so that my first sort of impressions. It's good, isn't it? Look at the beefy graphics. Like that a lot. Not a lot of screen space, but I'm not going to hold that against it. Reminds me very much of Batman Returns, actually. That sort of same style. Which shouldn't be any surprise, really, considering this is done by Sunsoft, which I do believe are the ones that did Batman on the NES. I think that's the same company. But yeah, obviously it was Konami that did Batman Returns on the Super Nintendo, but this is very similar. You even got the grab and throw utility in your power set as well, which is cool. So it is a side-scrolling beat 'em up, as you can see here. Oh, you can fly. Cool. All right. So Supes just runs around, or well, strides around, and punches the crap out of these sheep guys. Rambo. Never mind. Alright, so let's have a look at the UI, what very little there is of it. So, top left-hand corner, you can see you have your life counter and your health bar, and I believe those are probably special moves or something that you can see there in the red globes at the bottom of your health bar. So let's see what we can do with that as we go. Simple enough to play anyway, it's good. The if you want to grab someone, walk into them, and then you sort of like pick them up, and then you can just like throw them across the screen. Lots of things to pick up and chuck as well, like these mole machine things. Oh, that was well wasted. Well done, me. Great shot there, Supes. Anyway, I like the character design, the actual character of Superman there, very nice. Nice bold colours, bright colours even. And we've just gone down a massive hole. We don't need that yet, because that's a health power-up. If you see a blue one of those, it's a health power-up. You don't need those. If you see a Superman symbol in its full-coloured glory, I do believe that is a power-up bonus. So you've got 4 globes now. So I'm guessing one of the buttons will unleash a special attack. Beat-em-ups normally do have such a thing. Oh, I've just picked up the little spiky guy and threw him on the floor. Yes, because that's how I roll. That thing's name is Tick. There we go. So we'll pick up that health now and go back to maximum, which is nice. So it's not a good game unless you've got an elevator section. And here it is in Superman, Death and Return of. So how is he not just literally obliterating these guys? Anyway, let's move on to controls, because those are quite nice as well. You've got left and right, up and down, which will take you up and down the screen. Then you've got jump, and if you double jump, it takes you into the air and you can fly around, which is also quite nice. Then you've got your punch button, and then you've got your eye laser button, which acts more of a stun than it does an actual sort of physical attack. I mean, it does damage them, but not enough to keep using it. It does make you vulnerable while you're standing there doing it. But yeah, and it's just a really nicely animated game. It is cool. It puts you well in the hands of Superman here. Now, if you're not familiar with the Death and Return of Superman, you will know that in the title it kind of gives it away that you do indeed die. But we haven't done that yet, so here we go. And then he comes back. So it's kind of along those lines. But you get to play as other characters in the game as well. So you'll get to play as Superboy and other characters, which I'll leave you to unlock and find and all that. And oh look, it's a level where you have to avoid everything falling from the ceiling. Hurrah! Because what kind of side-scrolling beat-em-up wouldn't have one of those sections? Yeah, so we'll pick up that health globe. But yeah, that's the premise of the game anyway. So we will hopefully encounter the big bad in this. Doomsday. He should be in this game. If he's not, then they've gone off the story completely. But yeah, I've got to say, this is actually really nice. I like the fact we got some nice big bold sprites here. It doesn't feel like we're on a miniature battleground. It actually gives you some sort of sustenance, and the detail on the characters are good as well. You can see muscle definition and all that kind of thing, which is pretty cool. I like that a lot. Oh yeah, you can do this sort of diving attack as well. So if you jump in the air and then press attack, you'll sort of do this swoop down dive, which is pretty cool. It's all very Superman. And we like that, because there are some utter shite games out there when it comes to superheroes. They never seem to quite get it right, but this is actually a pretty valiant effort at bringing the Smallville wonder to the console. It's great. I do believe this is out on Genesis as well, so if you had a Sega, you weren't left out. You could come and play this game as well, which is great fun. So now I'm going to ask if anyone had this game and finished it or anything. Did you have the game and not finish it? Did you enjoy it? Are you enjoying this? If you haven't played it before, would you go out and play it based on what you're seeing now? I think it's a cracking game, actually. It doesn't bring too much new to the fighting genre. That's the only thing, really, and it's the only thing that's going to knock its points back. The sound and the music, I'm going to say, nice, meaty, thumpy sound effects for the punches and stuff. The only thing that's letting it down slightly for me is the music. It's not brilliant. It's sufficient, and it's not, you know, it's not grating, but it's not fantastic either. But it's the only thing really I can pick apart with this. It's yeah, that's probably about it. It's a pretty good game. You know, the learning curve's good. I like that, and the difficulty sort of starts to creep up on you a little bit. Punching goats in the face. Well, you know, why wouldn't you want to do that? Goats are evil. Anyway, but yeah, it's a good game. It's a very good game. Good fun. If you like the beat-em-up genre, it is fun. Superman striding around the screen. Yes, because he can. Who's going to argue? Oh, hello. Right, okay, so this isn't Doomsday. I thought it was a minute for a second there. It's Clawster. So your eye beams have absolutely no effect on him whatsoever. So that's good to know. So it's punching him. Well, to be fair, we're getting him down fairly quickly as well. So the damage is pretty good. That's always a nice thing to see. Yeah, I was just checking that, make sure, because sometimes you do something. Oh, and there's the big thunky-dunky super move that you can do. And it has taken one of my globes away, so yes, that is what that's about. So playability, absolutely. Love the game, it's very good. Could have been, I tell you what, it would have been good if it had a two-player mode. That would have been nice, but again, I don't know how you would have incorporated a two-player into this storyline as such. But other than that, it gets another tick. It's very good, and you know, it's a really enjoyable beat 'em up as well. So the replay value, of course, if you're a Superman fan, you're going to come back and play this regardless of if you finished it or not, because you will. Oh, Doomsday is here. Great, thanks for the heads up. No pressure, Superman, but you're the only one that can save us now. So yeah, the replay value is there. It's, you know, it's a challenging game as well, so that's always nice. Lots of levels, lots of different characters, which you will come across later on. Okay, so we've got this reminds me of Turtles in Time a little bit with the sort of demolition ball. Can it hit the other players as well? Can it hit those guys? Chainsaw and Molotov are really imaginative names. Well done. But yes, I do like the game, and the whole design of the game is really nice, actually. Very good. Graphically, great. Really comic booky style. Love it. So what age is it appropriate for? Well, pretty much any, because, you know, little ones are going to enjoy it because it's Superman. The sprites are large. It makes you feel like you're in control of an actual hero. It's really good. So, you know, and it's going to appeal to all ages pretty much. So probably 4 and above, I would say. It's probably sufficient because, you know, kids are intelligent and very clever on joypads these days. and with only a few buttons to mess about with, it's not too bad for them to pick up and play. So that would be my recommendation. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this review. I've enjoyed playing it, and let's give them another hunkadory slam, or whatever you're going to call it. The Super Slam. The Superman Slam. Yeah. Because if he was a wrestler, that would be what it was called. Anyway, guys, I'm going to leave it there. And I'm going to let you guys have some no commentary play now. So you can actually check out... Oh, look, it is very much like Batman Returns. These dudes on the bikes now. Just trying to level them. But yeah, it's very cool. I've enjoyed this, so yeah, I recommend it. If you're a Superman fan, pick it up, have a play. I don't know what the rarity factor is on eBay, but I'm pretty sure you could probably pick this up for a few meager pounds. So there you go. That's been my review of the Death and Return of Superman. I hope you've enjoyed it, and thanks very much for tuning in. Each and every one of you are awesome for doing so, so thanks very much. It's my birthday tomorrow. Well, it'll be Friday. So I'll try and get something out. I'm not sure. I will try if I get time. I don't know what I'm doing yet. I've not been told. So there we are. 48. I'll be 48. There we are. Anyway, my friends, I will leave you to it. Thank you very much for tuning in. And as always, you keep it retro. And it's bye for now. Bye-bye.